Taegu, Korea, and Seoul, 1951. I am 22 years old, fresh from civilian life, inducted into the military by command, not by choice. My identity is now 511023001, 417th Engineer Aviation Brigade, Far East Command, Special Category Army with Air Force. Following are images of my 9 months duty in Korea. The war was going on, but we were in the south, fairly quiet. Our mission was to build airfields. We lived in Quonset huts. Each hut had a young Korean boy to keep the place tidy. Kim Hwang-so was 17 years old. The boys learned English rapidly and were soon asking us to order products from Sears Roebuck catalog to be sold on the black market. Kitchen girls in festive dress. Mr. Park, our translator, warm and scholarly, intelligent and always eager for lessons in English. In addition, there was Dibber Dan in the cartoon. He collected garbage. I did cartoons to pass the time, and some were cruel, and I feel regrets now. All the Korean help entered our compound under guard through a barbed wire gate in the morning, disappeared through the gate at night. We arrived at harvest time, farmers carrying their crops of cabbages piled high on A-frames on their backs. Cabbages were brewed with garlic and herbs in large ceramic pots sunk in the ground outside. The resulting kimchi was to be their primary diet during the long, cold winter. The Korean War is forgotten, eclipsed by the Vietnam War. But it is not forgotten by the South Koreans, not by Kim Hwang-so, who has lived the transformation from agrarian society to the industrial powerhouse that distinguishes the South from North Korea today. School children, the building we occupied was called the Tal-so School. It was one of the few buildings that remained intact. Christmas time, orphan children gave a show of the rich man denied entry through the gates of heaven. Sadly, orphan children were everywhere, sleeping under a bridge where we passed a dip in the road where water collected on a skim of ice. Seoul. It was a special mission. I thumbed a ride on a passing truck and took a place on the near side bench. We were headed for Seoul. One of the officers loaned me his sidearm. I was conscious of its weight when I jumped aboard, and several laborers on the opposite bench eyed my weapon. It gave me a sense of reassurance. Then on reflection, I imagined their thoughts. If we take the young fool's weapon, it will bring a good price on the black market. He won't be missed if we throw him in a ditch. They averted their faces to conceal shared laughter, but one of the men turned to catch my eye and blinked. And in that moment of shared fantasies, I felt reassured. We arrived in Seoul intact. Destruction was everywhere. Lunch with the Republic of Korean Army. I salivated over the large steaming balls of rice, but a local food was forbidden. Fortunate friends leaving Korea to return to the States, I was soon to be among them. To me, at the time, my military service seemed a small interruption to my life. Now, a half-century later, the long neglected boxes of aging 35mm slides are like the creative art that has characterized my life. Precious.